Hi, it's Obor1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on Xbox. I gotta say, this hasn't happened in a long time, but I actually feel bad about this guy dying. I do feel quite bad about this one. Normally, I don't tend to worry too much, but this guy hasn't responded to my messages saying that I'll pay for his rebuy and pay for any cargo lost, which is my pirate compensation thing. After a massively long, lengthy, and this is speeded up massively, this was the interdiction between me and him, and it's like, really? And then it just wigged out. So I had a long try at interdicting him, someone else had a long try at interdicting him, and someone else. He got a message from Polo saying stop for scan. He got a message from multiple people saying stop, please stop for scan. Before the firing started and people started trying to take out his modules, etc. I didn't even lose it there. I nearly did, but I'm still interdicting, and then like that, it just failed. But it didn't fail because it didn't drop me into normal space. So I don't know what happened there. It's a bit weird. But immediately Polo then takes up the mantle and tries to interdict him. We were, I think we're in Seoul. I can't remember, but I think we were in Seoul for this one. We were just pirating, blockading the star, doing our normal thing, basically star watching, hoping players will turn up so we can rob them, because that's what pirates do in this game, is basically sit at a star, staring at it, nattering in party chat, and then occasionally going, ooh, there's a player, right? There's me recording the interdiction I had that failed, because I was like, no, I didn't fail it, because it didn't kick me into normal space. Believe me, so I just recorded that to show that it didn't kick me into normal space. I didn't lose the interdiction. It just failed. Polo lost the interdiction. Scooby had a nibble at him. So this guy, fair play to him, he's trying his hardest to evade the interdiction. So after Polo fails to interdict, Scooby has a go, and this guy evades Scooby as well. I mean, he's given it his all. If he'd have followed my escape and evasion guide, he would have submitted and high-waked. But the most sensible thing to do when you're I don't think he had any cargo, or at least I'm not sure he had any cargo. What he should have done is just stopped, allowed the scan, and then negotiate with the pirates. Because the problem with when you finally run out of luck and you don't win all the interdictions, we get 40 seconds with you, and then you're refusing to stop and you're being a pain. It can go wrong. Things can happen in these situations. The problem with player piracy is it's the part of the beauty of it, and part of the problem of it is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what that person's going to do. We've had incidents where newbies have suddenly drawn a line in the sand and decided to try and kill us rather than give up cargo. We've had Type 7 commanders refuse to give us 5 tons, and after we've hatch brake limited them and the cargo is falling out, they self-destruct because they don't want to give us any cargo. You never know how that interaction's going to go because people are weird, and that's the fun of it. That's the whole fun of interacting with other players. But in this situation, I do feel bad about this one because we were trying to disable his drives, we were trying to be delicate, but he was not stopping. We messaged. I actually didn't even remember that I messaged, but I messaged before firing. We messaged, and we told him, stop, please stop. You can't. There's only a certain amount you can do to try and help people. We try and be polite pirates. I always take the mick out of Frodo, because when Frodo does piracy, his version of piracy is incredibly brutal. He has the drives taken out before they even get a chance. Now, I realised early on that my beam lasers were just going to tear his hull apart, so I decided to, I should have got a lot closer and so that they were targeting the drives better. But the hull's going down quicker than the drive, so I'm backing off shooting him. Scooby then moves into position to try the pack house to see if they can strip the drives out quicker. I give him another message, and things just go a little bit awry. I'm going to switch to Scooby's view so you can see. So Scooby moves in behind him, and it kind of goes wrong. There's not much you can do. Sometimes piracy you'll have incidences where that happens. And like I say, I run a pirate compensation scheme. My worry is that this guy was actually an explorer, and that for some reason he decided to come all the way back to Seoul to sell his data, because he hasn't responded to messages, which is unusual. Normally when someone offers to give you free money, you tend to take it, and normally people take me up on my offer. But as you can see, so after I first drives out with my beams and I was being really pushed to stop firing, Scooby moved in, he started having more success using the pack hounds, so he was coming around behind, and then I think there's a collision between me and this guy. So when you got your shields back up, Scooby strips them, the marching hounds goes back to the pack hounds, there's a collision between me and the guy, and that's it. That's all she wrote for that guy's ship. It was a little dink, unfortunately. There. I thought I missed his nose, but unfortunately I didn't. And yeah, so sadly this guy died. I've offered him the compensation. I do feel really bad about this one, but we did try everything we could. Looking back at it, he got messaged a lot to stop. So sometimes when pirates attack you, it's the best thing to do is stop, because if you don't, accidents may happen. And if this guy is watching this video, take me up on my offer. I will, you can come to my carrier, I won't even be present, and I'll just transfer you some credits. It's not a problem, I'll give you some free cargo. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.